Everybody needs sweet old Auntie, right? Having one that just would be nice. Everybody needs sweet old Auntie, right? So welcome to Auntie's Advice. Everybody needs a sweet old auntie, right? So welcome to Auntie's Advice. Hi, everybody, and this is Auntie, and a happy New Year's Eve to you all. Wow, another year here and going, walking into another decade, a day and a year we have never seen before. Oh my goodness. Happy early New Year's Eve or New Year's to everybody. Um, I am so grateful for this channel, for all of you all, for everything that you've done, everything that you are to your auntie. Thank you so much for all of your support during the year. Oh my God, you all have been phenomenal. Have we gone on a roller coaster ride this year with 90 Day Fiance, with the things going on with the channel, the ending of season 6. Now we're into season 7, and it has just been challenging and marvelous all at the same time. I am just absolutely delighted to spend this New Year's Eve with you all. Just talked to my daughter. She's wrapping up looking at a show, and she's decided that she's going to go to bed. And I had a couple of things that I was going to do tonight, but I said, you know what? This year I am going to spend my New Year's Eve with my family. My daughter and my grandpuppy downstairs, and my nieces and nephews on YouTube. Some of you all have just totally graduated from being nieces and nephews to just being friends. I'm telling you, this is by far the best YouTube channel ever. And I just want to say a special hello to everyone who is watching me on Auntie's Advice channel for women. Thank you all so much for joining in on that channel. I'm running this video side by side simultaneously on both sites, and so that is absolutely exciting. As you all can see, I have on my tiara for New Year's Eve, and I just wanted to go out like the queen that I am. I am so thankful and grateful for everything, like I really am. And I'm thankful to TLC for giving me an opportunity to have a show to review. I'm thankful to Bravo and to is it WeTV Lifetime when Married at First Sight comes on, Love After Lockup, and I'm just really thankful for um, having a platform where I can share my opinions and my feelings, my craziness, um, with other people. This is something that I never thought would be and grow to be this big. And I am just so happy that it has. And for even for the people that I met this year and next year, 2020 is going to be even greater. Y'all, we have been looking at 90 Day Fiance, believe it or not, for damn near the whole entire year. And they don't seem to be slowing up on us. Um, there are some new things that we're going to be doing in 2020. And I know that some of it's going to rub some people the wrong way. Some people believe that it's just too much. But let me tell you something, when you're growing, okay, you have growing pains and things don't seem like they're coming together quite the way that you will want them to. But I am delighted that we are at the point where we are about to grow. And I'm hoping that you all stick around for the ride because it's going to be different. I am going to be putting out a schedule very soon, letting you all know about all the shows that I will be reviewing for the month of January, February, and I believe March. And then I'll give you a spring schedule and a summer schedule and a fall schedule because there's so many shows that I want to do and so many shows that I'm going to be doing that I really do need to put a schedule out. So anyway, to all of my nieces and nephews who are homebound and just not feeling well today, maybe you have some challenges where you could not go out tonight. I am here. And I am partnering with you to just give you some time. Let's have share some time together and love up on one another tonight. I wanted to open up the chat so that you all can come on and just have a great time. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Um, yeah, let's just have fun for the next, I guess, hour and engage with one another. So I'm going to put the link in the chat and what you can use this link on your cell phone or on your laptop computer and give you just a few minutes to come on and talk about whatever it is. It could be about me, it could be about married at first sight, it could be about the family as a whole, whatever it is. This is just our opportunity to spend time together before we enter into a new year, just talking about what we want to talk about with one another. And I am so happy. Like, I'm happy. Now, I told my daughter before she goes to bed to yell up the stairs and say Happy New Year. So if I have to dip out, I'm gonna dip out on y'all asses. And because I do want to say Happy New Year's to her before she goes to bed. She's not feeling that great today. And so I had made some plans and I was going to buy some tickets. I'm so glad I ain't buy them tickets for the two of us to go out. But a couple of days ago, she just, just wasn't feeling well. So instead of me going out by myself, I said, you know what? I'm going to spend the day home with her. She always gives me the opportunity and always encourages me to do stuff like she really does. And so she's the sweetest little baby, period. And I'm just so happy. I'm happy for all the things that have happened in her life as well. So, um, yeah, I'm going to. So let me go down here and okay, I believe this is it. Yep. So here is the link. So I'm going to share the link. Hopefully, you all will come on and let's just talk and spend time with one another. Okay. I don't have my glasses on. So there is the link that you can copy and click on. Let me make sure I did it right. So I'm going to try to show and share some of you all's best wishes for a happy new year. So I'm going to share that link one more time. Clinique, Clinique, there is no number, sweetie. What you're going to do is just call in to that. You're going to use that link to come on screen with me, okay? So if you all don't come on, I will be going and taking my little tail to bed. Because I am not going to be sitting out here feeding y'all no more information. So don't be shy. I already told you all to make sure that you all got yourselves together. I gave you a whole half hour to brush your hair back, put a scarf on or something. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be a rarity in 2020 with all the things that we have to do. So sometimes it just takes one person to break the ice. And it looks like we have somebody ready to break the ice. So I am going to be bringing her onto the screen with me. So let me hit screen share. Oh, no, 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 no. No, that's not what I want.
Oh my gosh. Happy.
Hi, sweetie.
I can't wait to tell my friends to watch this. I just consumed spaghetti, so I had to hurry up and grab my mirror and make sure I didn't have anything in my teeth. But
It's
I didn't know
fine.
you were here.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. How
How are
are you?
you?
I'm all by myself. I just worked 10 hours and sitting here with my cat and my two dogs.
You are not by yourself. I am sitting right
I
with you,
know.
honey.
I'm so glad I saw it pop up.
We are sharing the screen together, and we are together for the last part of 2019 and
Yeah.
just excited about going into 2020.
I wasn't until just now.
Aww. Aww. Let me tell you something, honey. You are blessed. Regardless of what's going on, you are blessed. And let me tell you something. You blessed even you got a job. You said you was working 10 hours.
Right.
You got more than what a lot of people
Right.
got. So let me tell you, regardless of what's going on in your life, you're blessed, sweetie pie. What's your name?
Angela.
Hi, Angela.
For a long time, since the beginning of the 90 days, that's when I started watching. I was doing a job working midnights, and I used to set you up on the dryers while I was folding clothes
Oh my goodness.
and
There's
just let it
so
play.
there's so many people that watch me while they at work or they driving home and stuff
Hmm.
like that. I don't have a favorite YouTuber. Um, unfortunately. I've been trying to find one. It's something that I can look at like that, but I tell you, it's just so hard to find a really good YouTuber. So I'm glad I'm yours.
Oh, I love you. Yeah, you're my first. You're the reason I downloaded the YouTube.
Oh, So how did you find me?
I started talking to a guy in Morocco. So I Googled like, dating guys overseas, and it comes up the 90 Day Fiance. Well, then you come up right after that. And I was like, what's this all about? Because I didn't have cable, so I didn't see the show. And I just your relationship advice is, I love it. I pass it on to other people.
Oh,
And
well,
I,
good. So are you still dating the guy from Morocco?
are you kidding me? No.
Why?
No. He's a really nice guy, but there's so many guys over there that are really nice guys that are super poor, and they will do anything to better themselves. I mean, it comes down to that, you know what I mean? Like, and the culture over there is just different. It's not like they don't want to be with a beautiful woman over there, because the women are just as beautiful as the men, right? Well, their culture over there is just so different. Like, you can't come and try and be with someone's beautiful daughter if you don't have a job and like have yourself set up. So, with their government and everything, and just in their country, you got a bunch of educated men that can't get jobs because they send everybody to college over there and then they can't get jobs.
So do you think that he was trying to use you?
I don't think so, but it was just, I don't have a lot of money. He doesn't have money. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, he had a temporary job after he got out of college, and then so now he's just kind of like does everything for his family. So he's the babysitter, he's the cleaner. When anybody in the family needs help, he has to go do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's more of how things run over there, just with the culture.
And you don't need that stress, boo. You do not
No,
need that
no.
stress.
No, he was a nice guy, just, and everything broke off just because of that. His mother passed away, actually, and things got worse for him after he had more responsibility in her family. Yeah, he was the
Did you
youngest.
meet him on the app? How did
I
you meet
found
him?
Instagram. Instagram.
Instagram.
Mhm. Yeah, Instagram.
So,
That's how I found you, and you're still around.
well, you can't dump me. You got to stay with me forever and ever. Amen.
I'm here. I'm here for the long haul because I still need advice.
So,
I'm still single.
yes, and I'm still single too, so I need to take my own damn advice.
It's hard to meet people, I think, to actually meet people. I mean, especially if you're working all the time. I mean, and
I'm
apps are.
standoffish. I'm very standoffish, and I make myself unapproachable. But I'm going to change that in 2020. I said that in 2019, in 2018 for 2019. But I am going to try to do something a little different in 2020.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm confident. I'm almost 6 foot tall. I'm like 240. So I'm a big girl, big strong girl. So I think that I can be intimidating too, just to people in general.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I just need a, strong man then. He's gonna be like big dog on the porch or something, because
Okay.
it's not gonna change for me. I can't get smaller and like be a delicate flower.
Well, I so appreciate you calling in. You're absolutely beautiful.
Oh,
And
thank
like I said, regardless of whatever you're going through, sweetie, let me tell you something. You are still blessed.
You're right. And I forget that sometimes. There's been times I was watching you on Christmas Day, but there's been so many times. That's why I tell people I like to watch you, is because like when I feel like I don't have anybody, sometimes I'll just be like, oh yeah, I can watch some Auntie.
Aww.
We just came tonight. This was perfect timing because I had a pretty bad day at work today. So,
Why? What made your day bad?
it was a customer service thing. And then also the head housekeeper at my job, that I'm at the front desk and I do like marketing and stuff. I just don't appreciate whenever people come up first thing in the morning with like an attitude. And I'm doing the marketing and I'm doing everything I can to make everybody happy, make everybody money. And then I hear some flack about being too busy.
Yeah.
I just, that's like, that broke my heart. It's like, I'm trying to help us all. So, yeah, that was a bummer. And then a lady said that I was rude. She ended up sending an email complaint. And of course, I'm the one that reads the email complaint. I'm the one who answered the phone. And I even when I wrote her back, I said, I am baffled, ma'am, as to why you thought I was rude. I said, I simply couldn't help you. And I just let you know that I was going to make sure the manager got with you as soon as possible. I said, I am baffled and I'm so sorry that my customer service was below your expectations. You know?
Well, let me tell you something. In 2020, what I need you to think about, just think about it. In 2020, please you and not other people. Because let me tell you something, as long as you find yourself in a position where you're trying to do for everybody else and not for yourself, it leaves so much room to disappointment, so much room to hurt, so much room to depression and confusion and anxiety and all of that. Please yourself in 2020. Do what is best for you. You know this is your purpose is to do the marketing. You do the best that you can and you be okay with that. If criticism isn't constructive, then it is destructive. And
Right.
you don't need that. And especially in the times that we live in right now, let me tell you something. You got to be focused and centered on yourself, not to the point where you're selfish, because make sure you help and you do whatever you can for those people who appreciate it, but you've got to make sure that you leave some time for you. Do whatever you do as unto the Lord and not unto man as man pleasing. You don't want to be pleasing man, you don't want to be a yes woman. Take all of that stuff, leave that stuff in 2019, and you do the best that you can do so that every day when you leave that job, I've done the best that I can. And if people are not satisfied, guess what? I did the best that I could, and I took care of myself as well. Because a lot of times when someone says something, or we feel stressed out, or we taking on too many tasks at one time, it's more about us than it is about them. And then when people don't reciprocate or they don't receive it the way that we want them to reciprocate or receive it, we make it about us. You understand what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
so I want you to make everything about you. Do whatever you do as unto the Lord, and then you'll be okay. You got to be first taking care of yourself. Now, I learned that the latter part of 2019, but for the most part, I always take care of myself first. When it comes to certain things, I kind of, I float, on the bridge, and sometimes I dip my feet in the water and sometimes I don't. But let me tell you something, you take care of you, because you are all that you have. And
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, people will only treat you the way you allow them to treat you. And you are a precious woman full of purpose, and you are unique and special. And I don't care how many days you feel like you're lonely and by yourself, your auntie is right here. Okay. And if this is your place of escape, then you learn how to escape there. But make sure you take care of you in 2020. Don't worry about what people say anymore, especially when you know you got a purpose and a reason for being here. You was not born and put on this earth by accident, boo. No, you were not. So you make sure that you get up every day and you be grateful. Make sure you say, something that you're grateful for every day. I don't care if it's just that your cat didn't scratch on the furniture that day. Find something to be grateful. You know what I mean? Find something to be grateful for and make sure you take care of you first. Take care of you. And we're here. We're a family here on this channel. And if you put something in that comment section, somebody's going to see it and give you a word of encouragement. So don't ever be afraid to share and just, wave your hand out and say, hey, I need some help today. Okay?
I will. And I will take this personal auntie's advice. I can't believe I got personal advice. So I will take it in my heart and use it this year. Have it right here with me, okay?
And when you
Thank
slip up, and when you slip up, drop a little note in the comments so I can see you. The best place to leave it at is at Auntie's Advice Channel for Women. You leave it over there, guaranteed I'm going to see it. And you let me know how your first month is going. And let's chit chat about it again.
thank you so much. I
You
love
freeze,
you.
baby. I think you froze
Love
on
you.
me. Love you.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Happy New Year.
Mwah.
Call
Happy New
presents.
Year, boo.
Advice. Mwah.
Love you.
Love you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Happy New Year, Rocky.
Happy New Year. I can't believe I'm here.
How are you?
I'm alive. So I'm not gonna complain. I woke up
I
this
know that's.
morning.
How
So I
about
really
that?
honestly have nothing to complain about. Absolutely
How
nothing.
about that? That's the
Yeah.
truth.
I learned my lesson about, complaining about stuff over the years.
Over the years, sometimes it ain't easy. I mean, sometimes it's not easy, but it's doable.
No, it hasn't been. And one of the main reasons why I'm so happy that I get to speak to you is because I've had a very rough go of it. And I found your channel and I don't know. I just was like mesmerized, like the first video. And I realized that as, time was, I'm sorry, my daughter's like, mommy. I over time realized that it was like therapy for me to watch your channel. And I'll have like a schedule. I put the kids to sleep. I go out on my deck. Like I sit down, on the deck and I have my time. Like, cause I never used to carve out time for myself. So for me, carving out time for myself is just, making sure that I'm watching and stop and I'm doing something that I enjoy because I'm a full-time mom. Avery, stop. I'm sorry.
Hi, Avery.
Say hi.
Hi, baby.
Don't please ignore. But yeah, I've definitely had a rough go of it, and you definitely have helped me a lot more than you could ever know.
Oh, thank you. What is Avery talking about back there?
She's she's bragging that she still has a pacifier. Every time she sees somebody, she's like, "I have a pacifier." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, you're the last one. You're the only one that had a pacifier this late." Okay, I have five, so from 18 down to four. So I'm like,
Oh my
by the
God.
time she came along, the patience was like
I know it.
gone, totally gone. Yeah, so
I know it. I know that's right. That's called a tag team, baby.
yeah.
When
Oh
you
yes,
after you
yes.
have so many of you
The
start
one that
tagging
you
that
have,
tag.
and the one that just makes you like get stronger, and the one that just makes you question and stop and be like, okay, you know what? I need to get myself together, okay, to deal
But you
with
know
this.
what? That's the and being a parent is a lot of people say it's the hardest job on earth. But I'm gonna tell you, when they get to be a certain age and you see the fruit of your womb start to grow up and understand the things that you're saying, it is so rewarding. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
so
yeah. Especially
rewarding.
since I have, kids that are 18 and all in the middle. Like I can see the different stages and how they grow and all the things that they go through. It is definitely rewarding, and each kid is different, so you have a different experience for each one. And like I said, I've just had a very like tumultuous year, and I really do like look to your channel for advice, and I even like just watching you give other people advice. It makes me happy. Like it sends me to a good place before I go to bed at night. Let's just put it like that.
Good.
It
But you know
definitely
what?
does.
Let me tell you something. You don't look like what you say you've been through. And
Thank
I'm telling
you.
you, you are absolutely beautiful. You
Oh,
don't
thank
look like
you.
you done been through nothing, girl. You looking good over there.
Oh yeah. Well,
5 kids from
oh,
18
oh yeah.
to still on the path of 5. Child, let me tell
I
you,
got
some
I
would
got
be looking
stories.
big
Okay, let me
ass.
tell you.
Look at Darcy. Darcy only had 2 kids and she looked like a piece of okay.
I know. You know what? She just got. If she would stop, if she would learn how to be natural, I think she'd be, okay. Like she sometimes she just do too much. She got all the stuff on her face. I mean, I do the makeup, and also I I watched like a get ready with me for you like just recently, and I was like, oh, I got some good tips. Like, cause I don't usually like do a lot of makeup. But I was like, okay, I got some good tips because now that I'm getting older, I'm like, okay, maybe I should put a little something on my face before I go outside. I can't just go outside looking like, who did it and ran all the time. Because my kids are like, Mom, like, you can't go out like that. I'm like, okay, let me just watch Auntie, see how she putting on her makeup.
But you
But
look
yeah, no,
good though.
I started watching you because my favorite show and everybody knows is 90 Day Fiance. So that was like the first, I don't even know who I was watching you talk about, but I was like, oh my gosh, like, and I just got sucked in probably about like maybe I don't know, 7 months ago when I first bought my house. And I've been watching you ever since. And a lot of
Oh,
times I don't get a chance to sit in front of the TV and watch the show. So I rely on you to tell me what happened in the show so I don't have to sit in front of the TV or DVR or anything like this. So sometimes I'll be like, okay, where's she at? Where's she at? I got to find out what
okay.
happened because I ain't get no chance to sit in front of my TV tonight. Okay, these kids been acting crazy. So yeah,
And
absolutely
trust
love
me,
that.
when I don't do the videos, I feel the pressure of them saying, "Where is she at? What time is she coming out?" So when I get online, sometimes at 8:30 on Monday, and everybody comes zooming in, I'll be like, "Oh my God, they were waiting on my."
Yes, we do. We wait for you. We look for you. So let me tell you, and I know how it gets. Like I know you probably got to have time for yourself. You got to work on you. You got to, look after yourself. I was watching what you were saying to the other lady, and it definitely resonated with me. Like I definitely need to do more for me in 2020 because I really don't do a whole lot for myself. I
I
kind
think
of
it's
like
that we just don't. I think that we just. I don't know. We're not raised that way,
right.
but we believe that that's the acceptable way and the only way is to do
Yeah.
for others and to do something for yourself makes you a bad mother
Right.
or you know what I'm saying?
We
Oh, how
get
could you
buried
feel
in
time
doing
by
stuff for other
yourself?
people. And
Yeah,
we're caregivers, by nature. And I think that we try to just like please everybody, but sometimes like you get lost and you forget that, if you're not pleasing yourself or you're not taking care of yourself, then who really, is gonna do it. Especially if you're
exactly.
single and you're not in a relationship or you just like have things that you're devoted to like your kids, you want to make sure they're always taken care of. But sometimes I notice that if I'm not taking time for me, that affects my mental, and it affects the way that I act or affects the way that, that I feel, and I'm stressed out. So I'm like, if I don't take that 5 minutes to just give myself a breath, then they might be affected by that. And I've
And,
definitely learned, definitely
and
learned
you know
over
what
the
the
years.
thing of and the thing that I've learned about it is that our kids are really rooting for us. And
Oh
they're
yes,
standing on in the background and saying, I wish mama would do this or I wish daddy would do that. They're really rooting for us to live a better or a different life.
oh yeah,
So sometimes we just gotta step out and say, you know what, the hell with it. I'm taking care of me today.
yes.
And I've been learning how to do that. And my daughter has been celebrating it. So
Yeah, I'm definitely an advocate of that. That's for sure. My kids, they definitely surprise me, especially like, when we go out places and, they praise me and they talk about me and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, well, how they surprise you in that moment. You're like, oh, well, I guess they do listen. They're not all crazy. They're not all,
no, they crazy. No, they crazy.
and that's what sometimes I be thinking. I'm like, you know what? Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all just about to make me just lock myself in the closet or bathroom. And then they just do that one thing. And you're like, oh, okay. Whew, I did something right. Something. At least one thing. Sometimes you'll
It's
think
the
they're paying
truth.
attention and they don't listen, but they really do. They definitely do. But
So
I definitely love you.
what are your plans for 2020? What is one thing you're going to be doing differently in 2020? or a New Year's resolution that you come up with?
Oh gosh, I have so many things, but I think the main thing that I really, really want to make sure that I do is not to allow other people to. I can't, like, I have a tendency, like, especially with like my past relationship with their dad, we're not together anymore, but I would be like, oh, like, you're hurting me, or you're doing this to me, you're doing that. And I realize that, they can't do anything to me that I don't let them do. So I want to really try and not allow people to influence the way that I feel or the way that I think, or somebody to, you know, put me in a position where I feel like, oh, you're hurting me, you're hurting me. And I'm like, okay, well, you can't hurt me if I don't let you hurt me. You can't make me cry if I don't let you, make me cry at this point. So that for me is one of my main things, because I definitely struggle with that over the last year, and just being hurt and things like that, and just not being able to let go just because you have kids with somebody, or, just because you feel like that's what you're supposed to be. But I realize it's like, sometimes you're just better off without
Let me tell you something. You are, and it's the truth, because when I was with my baby daddy, right, I left him when my child was
them. Go ahead. Go ahead.
6 months, I think, 6 or 7 months. And I mean, when I say I left like a thief in the fucking night.
Oh, yes, yes. I've done that.
Like a
I
thief
have
in the
done
night.
that.
And I never looked back. I
Yep.
never looked back. And I was so happy and blessed without
All
him.
right, can you take her for a second?
He was
I'm
a
sorry.
wonderful dad. He was a wonderful dad
And
and
that's
all
the
of
thing
that.
with me too.
But I was gone. I
Yeah,
was done.
that's exactly how I was, and with my kid's dad, and I really, you know, it took me a long time, and it's still taking me a long time, because I have 5 kids, but I have two different dads. And I was really young when I had my twins. I was 17 and I was still in high school when I had them, and I gave birth to them at 25 weeks. So it was a lot for me as a senior in high school, giving birth to two 1 pound babies that I like. They look like aliens to me. I didn't know like what to do. They were so tiny. They stayed in the hospital for almost 5 months. And, I thought that, just because I was young, that this was what it was supposed to be. Like, we'll stick together. The babies are sick. They're in the hospital. Like, this is the way that it should be. Let's just try to make it work it out, for the kids' sake. But unfortunately, it didn't, it didn't work out. Let's just put it like that. And I ended that like a thief in the night. I was like, you know what? Done, done. And I was pregnant with my daughter. We had 3 kids together. I was pregnant with my daughter, and I was like, I'm done. Left, just because I was like, this is it. And I was single for very, very, very long time. And when I met my second kid's dad, I was just like, no, I'm like, like, don't. Look like I had like like, no, I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to look at nobody. My focus is my kids, because one of my twins is handicapped. He has cerebral palsy. So I'm just like, I don't have time to, you know, entertain anybody at this particular point. But he was very persistent. So we started dating, and we ended up being together and having, 2 kids together. And for me, that relationship really opened my eyes even way more than the one when I was younger, because I don't even think I was in love when I was younger. I don't even think I knew what it was. But the second one, I really, really was. Like, it for me, it was hard. It was very, very difficult, because I came in and I did something I said I would never do. I'm never gonna have any more kids. I'm never gonna be with anybody. I'm not gonna, blah blah. Like, I'm not gonna do this. I don't want to be a product of what I've seen growing up. So that was like messed up for me. Like, oh my gosh, I have 2 kids' fathers. People are gonna look at me like I'm some kind of, common, like, you know what? And so that really, for me, the thought of people looking at me like that bothered me more than even worrying about like what my situation was. Were we gonna get married? What is this? What is that? I got 2 more kids with this person. We've been together for, almost, 8, 9 years. And it was just a facade. Like, I didn't want to believe everything was right in front of my face that was going on. And I didn't want to believe the things that I already knew and that I was finding out. I kind of just, I ain't say nothing. I didn't do nothing. I just left it. I was like, okay, well, it's all right. No, 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 this is not happening. Okay, I have my kids I have to worry about. I have this I have to worry about. I got house, job, blah, blah, blah. Like, I have so many things that I have to worry about. You are not going to be the one that I have to worry about. I know you might be doing this in the back of my head, but you know what? No, I'm not going to. And then once everything came to a head and it was right in front of my face, it was nasty. It was nasty. It was dirty. It was just as funky as I don't know what. Okay. The funkiest thing I think I've gone through, and I've been through some crap. So breaking off from that, something that I really did not want, still struggling, because I'm like, this was supposed to be it. You know what I mean? But now I feel like I'm all right. That wasn't it. I'm good. I did everything by myself. I just bought my first house by myself. Without you, I moved. I didn't need your help. I moved everything. I hired a moving company. Me and my son, we did everything. We got stuff going on with the house. I bought a fixer upper, but you know what? We doing it on our own, and I
Yes.
don't need to depend on anyone to, I can depend on people, but it doesn't have to be a man. It could be like my family or, my sisters and, my mom, things like that, the females in my family, my close knit family, not dependent on, somebody to do things for me. And that's the way that I felt like, in that situation, because I felt like I was there for him too. I stuck with him through school. I just feel like when you go through phases with somebody, sometimes that's all and you get used to it. And you're like, oh yeah, I've been with him for so long. He went to school and we struggled and we did so much together. Like we just, we went through the mud together. So let's just stick this out. And the whole time I'm like, you're stupid. Like, come on, ding dong. Like looking at myself in the mirror, like, no, this is not okay. Like the straw for me was when I realized that my kids would think that this was okay. And I was like, uh-uh. No, because when my daughters are older, if they were with somebody like that, or if they came home with some of the situations and stories I will be livid. Like, how dare somebody treat you like that? How dare someone treat you like that? How dare their family, treat you like that? You're worth so much more. And my sons too, like, mom, like, you don't, no, that's not okay. Like, you don't sit there and think that you have to take it. So for me, that was the end of the line. I was just like, okay, even if these are our kids together, I still don't want them to think that this way being in a relationship is okay. I don't want them to think that they have to stick around and deal with things. I don't want my sons to feel like it's okay to treat a woman the way that they see their dad treating their mom. So that was it for me. So it's still a struggle, but I think that, being on my own and being with my kids and just focusing in on the things that I have going on with them, especially with my son who has health issues, it's better for me to just do that. And in 2020, just worry about everybody in this little bubble right here and nobody and nobody else.
And you
That's
have to,
that's it.
one of the things that we have to learn as people is that we can not always be on the defensive side of everything.
Oh yeah.
And you at some point you have to run the ball into the end zone in order to get a touchdown or to accomplish things. And a lot of times as women, especially as women, we have these defensive linebackers and defensive tacklers that are in our lives and we allow them to be there. And so when we get the ball and we're supposed to be running the ball in the end zone, we don't understand that we are our own worst enemy because we're on the offensive team, but we have
Right.
allowed ourselves to continue to be tackled and not changed our strategy.
Mm-hmm.
You only got 4 quarters, okay? And you only got a couple of downs, boo. Okay. Either you're going to
Mm-hmm.
get in there, you're going to allow God to come in and intercept that relationship and do what he needs to do in that relationship, okay? Or you're gonna continue to keep getting tackled as long as you leave that big mofo in your way. We have to learn
Yes.
how to be on the offense and learn how to create or put end goals in our lives. What is my goal for today? What is my goal for next year? What is my goal for the year after that? We need to do more planning as women.
Right.
Congratulations on buying a home, because home ownership is the key to wealth.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do things like that, now you have put yourself in a position where you can be on the offense. So
Yeah.
what you don't need to do now is get another tackler
Right.
that comes into your life, and here it is. The quarterback is trying to, give you the ball, and you got somebody off sides, and they done knocked you off sides, okay, and then now you done fumbled the ball, and they take the ball and run it in because you allow them to treat you a certain way or to do a certain thing to you, and you think that this is just acceptable behavior. It is not natural for a football team, for a basketball team, or any other sports team to not make a goal or to not make a touchdown or to, you understand what I'm
Yes.
saying? It's not
Yeah,
natural, and it's not natural
I
for
love the
us.
way you put stuff. I love the way that you put. I'm not even joking. Sometimes I need to be having me on the edge of my seat. I'll be crying, laughing the way that you explain things because it literally like sometimes I know it's not just me. I know sometimes you make it funny the way that you say things, but it's so true. The stuff that you say, it is so true. Like some of the stuff that we do to ourselves could just be so it can be prevented. You know what I mean? It can be prevented. And I don't want to always be like, oh, like always blaming somebody else. Like I'm so over blaming somebody else because it's nobody else's fault. After a certain point, you can't blame other people.
Yeah,
You have to
because if
take
you fumble the
responsibility
ball,
for
I mean,
yourself.
if the quarterback is in position, everybody is standing in their right position, and the quarterback gives you the ball, and bitch, you fumbling, that's on
Right.
you. And so you can't have that victim mindset. Well, he didn't run the play that the coach. No, he
Right.
ran the play that the
Mm-hmm.
coach. You weren't in the right position. You weren't
Right.
doing the right thing that you were supposed to do. And one thing about a baggage, a piece of baggage, or a man that just ain't about. Okay, when you let him go, the windows of heaven open up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, well,
Right.
damn, I can have this, I can have that. And then you realize I have this daggone tackler. He is, his goal is to take the ball from me.
Yes.
His goal is not to see me successfully run this ball
I
in
had to
to the end
realize
zone.
that. It
And
was
when
just
you
to
got a
keep me in
mofo
one
like
spot.
that, you got a mofo like that,
You
I'm
hit the
trying to
nail. When I
tell
tell you,
you,
you just hit the nail on the head, you hit the nail on the head because the motive was just to keep me right there. Don't let no you can't like you can do whatever you want. You can dance in a drum circle, beating the drums around me while I just stand there still. I better not talk about the way you dancing or critique the way you dancing or critique anything about you. You can do whatever you want. You can allow people to do whatever they want around you. Your family, everybody can do whatever it is that they want. But as soon as I take one little teeny little step, I'm like the wicked bitch of the West. And I was just like, no, this is just breaking me into a point where I'm just like losing myself. I didn't know who I was. Like, have absolutely no idea who I was. Just was not working out. And it really is sad because I hate sometimes the way that black men are, I guess stereotypes and stuff like that. But I mean, he's not a bad father. He works. He went to school. He has an excellent education. He works hard. But you know what? Sometimes even if you all those things, you just suck as a mate. Point blank period. You suck in that area, and I'm not gonna congratulate you on that. Point
have
blank
you have,
period.
have you thought about dating outside of your race?
I don't have it. I don't have an issue with it. So I mean, to me, it doesn't really make a difference. I don't care who it is as long as the person loves me for me and we're compatible and stuff like that. I don't have an issue with dating outside of my race at this point. I thought that I because I'm 36, I felt like I had like a timeline, and I'm like, I have to be married by this time, I have to have a house, I have to have this, like it was just like, even if it wasn't like right, like, and nobody else saw it, as long as like the outside was pretty, it was totally cool with me. So now I'm just like, okay, I'm more carefree, and I'm just like, right now, what I need to do is just focus on the things that are most important to me. So that's what I did. I got the house, I have, the kids situated now, and, I have to focus on my son's health, because he's 18 now. And, sometimes, kids that have CP, as they get older, their health starts to decline and things like that. So there's a lot that I have to focus on as far as that is concerned. So right now, I feel like the best thing for me is to just not be looking for anybody, not be trying to look for anybody. If somebody comes along, great. That's wonderful. But I'm not out there looking. I really don't have time to
But
go
you
out.
can't. But let me correct you on that, boo.
What?
I gotta correct your ass on that.
Oh, please do it.
You
I
can't
correct
say
it.
that if someone comes along, then I'm going to be, because it's going to always be somebody that come along. So you got to
Right.
change the confession and the words out of your mouth.
Yeah.
If the right man comes along who fits my criteria and my standard, who is a good man, a man of integrity, has a sense of humor, respectable man in his community and with his family, if he comes along, I date him. Not if
Yeah.
somebody comes along, because that's what we do anyway. We
Yeah. You're
accept
right.
somebody and anybody. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
If
You're
the
right.
right man comes along who is suitable and he works with me and for me, and bitch, he ain't got a tight wallet, because you may not can fix nothing at my house, but I may need you to pay for something to get fixed at my damn house.
I know that's right. Yeah,
Because
you're
when you
right.
own a home, everything shifts.
Oh God, don't you know? I've been here
And don't
9
think you're
months
gonna
and
lay up and not pay up.
oh
Okay, that
yes,
it is what it is. Because a lot of these men, they want something for
for
nothing.
nothing, for nothing.
So don't say if somebody comes along, then no. Be specific about what it is that you want in your life, and you keep your standards there. Now, having said that, it ain't nothing wrong with having a couple of friends as
I'm
long as
friends,
those
yeah.
friends become maintenance men. And when I say maintenance men, I mean men who are going to come in with an attitude that they're under construction, you under construction, and you all got some things that you all can work on together. Okay, where you can maintain a friendship and maintain a relationship that doesn't have to be focused around sex.
Right,
Okay, because
I
sex
agree.
complicates things. And kissing in the mouth. I'm gonna be talking about that on my other channel, because you really let somebody into your house, very, very intimate. So I say, look, you got a home right now. If you meet a nice friend, let him be a friend.
Absolutely.
Period. You don't have to be in no relationship. You could date 5 different men. You ain't married to nobody. You could date 5 men at the same damn time. All you gotta do is be honest and say, "Look, I'm seeing other people,
Mhm.
and there's nothing serious about this,
Mhm.
and we won't be having sex." If he not really about you, he gonna roll out anyway.
Right. And I have a
See,
friend. I do. I have I have one. Just somebody that I've known for like got like 11, 12 years, and we've been friends since like in our 20s.
and what
And
he doing? And what he doing?
we both we both just recently, like within the last 4 or 5 months, got out of our long-term relationships.
And don't get back into another one.
Oh God, no. Well, we've like kept in. It's not like we came back in each other's life. We've kept in contact like the whole time. We've been friends, and our kids, know each other and play and stuff like that. And it just he's
But
like the only person.
sometimes those are the best relationships, and sometimes those are the most
I
dangerous
know, and I
relationships.
think to myself sometimes that we're both single. Like I don't want to like cross a line, because I think sometimes when I'm talking to him, he might be like kind of hinting like, oh, we've known each other for so long, like why not, like no, like no.
Yeah, because you don't want him to think that he knows you, or too familiar with you, where he will, just cross certain lines. You got to
Right.
make sure that you.
Yeah, like nope, that's not. Yep, right here. We've been the same way all this time, straight, straight line.
And
And
it's
we
not
just
to say that you can't be in a relationship. You're just going to have to continue to make sure that you are You know, you're in a position where you're not going to become a victim to
Right.
anybody.
Right.
And like I said, some of those relationships can be a good thing, and sometimes they can be a bad thing, because I think that sometimes men get too familiar with us when we're friends, and they think they know things, and they don't know you on that level. And
Right.
so
Right.
when you don't know me
You don't
intimately,
know me
you only
intimately.
know,
Yeah.
right, bitch, don't get it confused.
Mm-hmm.
Because the intimate woman is different than a woman who has been your friend and in a
Exactly.
platonic relationship with you. When we start talking about intimacy and getting down to the biz, okay, there are going to be certain things that you are not going to know about each other. I don't give a damn how long you've been knowing him,
Oh yeah.
you know, in a platonic type of way. You know what I'm
100%.
talking about.
Oh, I do, because I've
So
already had instances when I've been like, oh, okay, well, no, we ain't. Like, it's almost like, when you in a relationship and you're not living with somebody and then you live with them. It's a whole different ball game, because you get to know the person in a different light, because now y'all live under the same roof. And for me, it's like the same thing. Like, you don't know a person intimately if you're just friends, even if it's been for 11, 12, 13 years. Like, you still don't know certain things about that person. It might be things that completely turn you off, or what I mean. So, like, I definitely don't want nobody to think that, just because you broke up with this one and I broke with that one, that we just go swoop together and everything everything gonna be all cool, because I, like, definitely don't want to be boo boo the fool. That's for sure. That's what
yeah,
my grandmother always said. Like, do I got boo boo the fool written across my head?
and
Like,
sometimes we
no.
do. And
Yes.
sometimes as
Oh
women,
yes.
we do. And it's the same thing for men. You know, you have
Mm-hmm.
men who, continue to repeat the same stuff all, over and over and over and over again. Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
You got your ass up, closed that door, you got rid of that baby, and you was
I
like, look,
did.
we have a girl time.
I did. I was like,
We-
Avery, girl, we're gonna hook that easy bake oven up at 12:01. Okay, she got that easy bake oven, and she ain't trying it, mommy. You promised me an easy bake oven. We ain't made no cupcakes yet. I said, okay. When the
Oh,
ball
that's
drops,
so
we gonna
sweet.
plug that oven up.
Well, I
Yeah.
hope that you get everything that you need and everything that you deserve in 2020. I hope that it is a great year for you. We will all be here watching, and and I think that that's why a lot of us are connected to 90 Day Fiance, because
Yes.
there's a in a crazy kind of way we see ourselves in those situations,
Oh my
and
gosh.
it's
Yes.
easy to judge those mofo's and not judge ourselves.
Absolutely.
Um,
And we
but
see our. I see myself in a lot of them, even though I'm not in the same situation. I'm like, ooh, I've been through that.
and
Like,
I
oh,
think that that's why, and I think that's why I learned how to have of love. We both did. Molly and I learned how to have a love relationship with each other, because I would just flat out here come and tell Molly what I felt,
mm-hmm.
and she would watch. All of them watch. Trust me, they all
Mm-hmm. They
watch.
do. They watch you. They
Yes, they
watch
do.
you. I was here when you was going, when all the stuff was going on with oh gosh, Submit and Jenny, and then you was going off on Laura. Like, I was like, I was in the camera. I mean, I was on my deck like, oh my God. Like, the kids, I'm like, shut up. Hold on, I got 5 more minutes. I gotta see what happened with Laura and Aladdin and all that. Yeah, so I'll be on every episode. Trust me, I'm so glad, and we all gonna be here watching you. Like, we love you. I love you,
Thank
Auntie.
you. I love you
I
too.
love you so much. Thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate it.
You take care of those kids, okay?
I will. You'll see me again. I'll talk to you again.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye bye. Oh, wasn't that sweet? We was having straight girl talk. I'm probably gonna have to take this and put this on Auntie's advice channel for women and take it off of my main channel. And I saw that some other people had came in to the bottom into the back studio. Um I think that some people had came in into the back studio, and you all got a little discouraged because I didn't bring you on immediately. Please feel free to call back in. It is 11:24. I think I'm gonna hop off of here in 6 minutes. I don't know if my daughter went to bed and forgot to say Happy New Year's to me or not, but I definitely want to spend time with her. But as I was saying to the young lady, I do believe that a lot of us are into 90 Day Fiance and the other shows because we see, different things, maybe mistakes that we've made in our lives, and some improvements that some things that we've improved on. I think when you get older, you get a lot, like you have wisdom that you didn't know that you had. And that's why, a Titus 2 woman has to be the woman who teaches the younger women. And I really do believe that it is our job to do that. So I'm going to bring someone on now. I see somebody else came into the back studio. Well, hello, beautiful.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Auntie? I'm so happy to see you and be on here.
Oh, thank you. What's your name, sweetie?
I'm Kimberly Montoya.
Hi, Kimberly.
I've been watching you forever, Auntie. I swear you just fill my heart. You have no idea.
Oh, thank
Um,
you. How long you
yeah,
been? How many years you been on the channel?
probably like two, maybe a year and a half.
Yes. Okay, you a long hauler.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
And
thank you.
yes, I'm so happy I got to see you and talk to you, and you have just filled my heart. Let me tell you, I've been through some things too, and I've written to you.
Oh, you
And
have?
yes, ma'am.
Did I get an
And
opportunity to write back?
I'm no, actually, I'm gonna be straight out. You aired my story. You read one of my stories that I
I
wrote. Yes, you did.
on Auntie's Advice channel for women.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you were seeking advice. You were seeking advice.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
I was in a bad relationship for it's this has been going on for 20 years. Um, and we got divorced, and he came back and found me on Facebook 8 years later. Do you remember that?
I think so.
Yes, okay. I'm the one that
And
you
so,
featured.
what is the story now?
It was a mess. I ended up leaving in, I believe, June of this year, and I was in a shelter, and I'm trying to get back on my feet. I moved to a different state. Um, so I don't know. You brought a lot of joy to me with your, the 90 Day Fiance. That's where I started watching you. And I was really in a bad place. But, I would come on and watch you, and you just made me laugh. Um, I started getting back back to myself. I don't know. I think laughter is the best medicine,
It
really, to,
is.
to be
It
honest.
is. Oh my God, it is. So
Yeah,
where
and
so where are you now? So you building, you're rebuilding.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
That
ma'am.
is phenomenal. I remember your story now.
I did go to school. I got a phlebotomy certificate,
Good.
and right now I I was working for a delivery company delivering food, pizza. I won't say which one, but I found that in the meantime, while I moved to the other state. And so now I'm looking into transferring all my school stuff to the other state. And I think I just have to take a test, um, so I can be certified in that state.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm happy though. I mean, I'm happier than what I was. I was in a really bad place, and um, I don't know. I just think that if anybody is in an abusive situation, whether it be physical, mental, get out. I mean, there's help. And I mean, it's hard to ask for help, but
But
you
you
know,
did.
yes. Yes.
But you did.
Yeah, and I am visiting my mom out here in Oklahoma and for the holidays, and I will be going back to the other state. And like I said, I'm just looking for another job, and I've grown a lot, and you've helped me a lot. So I do appreciate that, and I'm really grateful for you.
I wish I could give you this little crown off of my head because you so deserve it. Oh my God. I'm glad to know that you have a smile on your face and that you can smile and that you knew that you needed to pick yourself up and change your life.
Yes,
That just warms my heart so much. I'm so glad to see that you are um in a position where you realize you're never too old to reinvent yourself. You know, I always say that. You are
exactly.
never too old to reinvent yourself. And I'm telling you right now, honey, you deserve this crown that is sitting on the top of my head. No,
Oh, thank you.
seriously. No, seriously. Because I remember you now. And most of the time I try to detach the people from the story so that I can
Uh-huh.
speak. And even if I have to say something hard
Yes, yes,
on Auntie's Advice channel for women, I try to detach myself from what you all are, what you're saying, because sometimes you got to give that tough love.
oh, I get it. I get it. And I appreciate that. I really do because I would rather somebody, be straight out and tell me the truth than blow smoke up my butt. Seriously.
I'm so happy for you. I am so happy for you. Are you still in the shelter?
No. I as soon as I got the job, I went ahead and I was able to get an efficiency, which, I'm happy with.
Look
And
at you!
it's just for
Oh
now.
my God! Oh
Yes.
my God! You're gonna make me cry.
But yeah, you kind of pulled me out of my shell. I kind of closed myself off and was going into like kind of a deep depression, and you pulled me out. You did, along with all the cousins. I appreciate you guys. You're awesome.
They are, aren't they?
Yes.
They are awesome. Oh my God. I am wishing nothing but the best for you for 2020. Thank you so much for calling in and just sharing your face with me. You're absolutely beautiful. And I'm so happy for you. Where your mom? Tell your mom I said hi. Enjoy
I will.
yourself while you out there in Oklahoma. Make sure you click on them videos, girl, and you get like we're going to be doing more of this on Auntie's Advice channel for women. Just trying to create a safe space for people to be able to talk and stuff like that. Um, like because I think it's important, and I think it's important that we share our stories
Yes.
because like I said, we all watch 90 Day Fiance, but we're connected on a different level.
Yes.
That was what brought us together, but that's not what's going to keep us together.
Yes.
And it's people like you that have success stories and stories where you just you turned your whole life around and you made that tough decision. And that's a lot of the decisions that we actually tell these women to make. Juliana don't need to be with Michael. Like seriously, she's a
Exactly.
little girl.
Yes, she
And
is.
eventually she's going to wake up and look back and say, damn, I wasted all these years with this man. You understand
Exactly.
what I'm saying? And then, like I said, with Molly, Louise came over here with the plan, had no intentions on being with Molly. He just needed Molly to, get him over here. And, it just, these
Yes.
people.
And I've
Um,
been watching the show since day one, so I still kind of wonder about Nicole and Azan. I I know, but it's like I Nicole just could not get it through her head, you know. I mean, and she has support that she needs, but she just wasn't listening.
But Nicole doesn't have the support that she needs because they
Um,
are enabling Nicole. And
yes,
so,
Rob.
and that's not the kind of help that you need. That's the kind of help that keeps you right there where you are. And I
Yeah,
think that Nicole would do better if she separates from her family and actually raises her daughter on her own without her parents giving her a fallback. Because sometimes you have to allow your children's ass to hit the curb.
oh
Period.
yeah.
And
I have
Nicole,
one of those. I have one of those. My younger one is really stubborn, and it's like, okay, you know, that's kind of how I learned too. I can admit that I'm a little bit stubborn, you know, and it takes, it may take a few times for you to hit that brick wall, but it's like, you know, sometimes that's what it takes.
and that's what she needs. Because I mean, when you got somebody enabling you, they really aren't helping you.
Exactly.
They're really not helping you. She has what it looks like a support system, but they're not helping Nicole, because if they really were helping Nicole and they really had the influence and the
Yeah.
respect, then Nicole would not be still messing with that man to this day. And she would not have given him $6,000 for him
Exactly.
to splurge. So they ain't no damn support. I know what you meant. Now I
Yeah.
know what you meant. But when you really look at it from a real perspective, a real life perspective, that's not support.
Yeah. I think
Because
if
support,
I think
go
if the
ahead.
mom would allow her stepfather to step in there, I think he would clean house, because he knows what it's about, and he's told her time and time again. But I don't think that he realizes, you know, how much money the mom is putting out or what all she does. Seriously.
Um, okay, so this thing is saying for me to update your background apps. Okay, I don't know what it means by that, but I think that it is telling me that it's going to time me out.
Okay.
What does it mean? What does that mean? But thank you so much, sweetie. I love you.
I love you too, Auntie, and I wish you and your daughter a happy new year, and all the cousins too. And I will be watching. And thank you so
And
much.
the same thing to you. Okay, all right, computer. All right, computer. I hear you.
Okay,
I
blessings
love
to all of you. I love you too. Mwah. Bye bye.
kiss and hug your mommy for me.
Oh, I will. I'll probably show her the playback.
Okay, you're so beautiful.
Thank you. Good night.
Love you.
Love you too.
Good night. Oh, y'all, wasn't that beautiful? Really was just beautiful. Oh my God. What a way to end a live. Happy New Year, everybody. We're going to go on another ride. I get out here and I cuss these mofos out and act a complete ass sometimes. But to know that it means more to y'all and that it is helping you all, it is so damn worth it. It's so worth it. Who knew? Who knew? A good cussing out could save somebody's life. Like, seriously. And it has just made my heart so full. Y'all, I thank y'all so much. You all mean so much to me. You mean more to me than you ever will know. You do more for me than you ever will know. And I just absolutely love this family. I'm looking at all of the things that you all are in here just encouraging. This woman is. Some people who will never click on this video, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's fine by me. Because when we have intimate talks and stuff like this, it's only meant for those people that it's meant for. And I appreciate everybody that comes to the channel, everybody that makes a comment. I appreciate all the thumbs up as well as the damn thumbs down. 2020, y'all, we got a lot that we're going to be doing, and I can't wait to do it with you. You all are the best. Um, I just really appreciate you. And I want to say I really do. I have to say this. And I might get in trouble for it, but damn it, I'm going to say this. The other day I received a email. Bitch, let me see if I can find that email. And let me see if I can find that damn email. It came from one of y'all cousins. What was her name? I'm going to see if I can find that email. That's not it. So let's see. Just 1 second, y'all. I want to read this. I'm going to read this email. And it came from Amy K. And there was some controversy on the channel in this year about the memberships. I know, Mary. I already hear you, Mary. There was some comments about the memberships, and I really got some emails from people, and some of the people I was shocked to receive the emails that I received from them. I'm gonna keep it 100. I was really a little no, I was very disappointed about people's attitudes as it related to the membership. And it was almost like every email that I got was people saying negative things. I just was like, I can't understand it. But there was this one woman who sent me a email, and her name is Amy K. She's one of y'all cousins. And I want to read it to you. See, not all the time when we are going through things in life can you, let me just read it. She says, "Hi, Auntie. My name on YouTube is Amy K. It isn't very creative since my name is what blah blah blah. She says, I do not have a whole lot of money. I've been on disability since 2008 for a pancreatic condition and several other things. You know that disability doesn't pay sugar honey iced tea. That's a niece. Really, especially when you have to go on it at a young age. I won't say what her age is. She says, but I do not feel sorry for myself most of the time because I'm lucky to have good people in my life, and you are definitely included in those. Some days I was so down I didn't even want to get up, but your videos and reviews changed my whole attitude. I come back day after day for the 90-day fiance tea and all the more personal content you provide. I've grown to really love you, and I feel like a part of your life with your daughter and Twyla. I put a comment, I put in a comment today that my husband is overseas in Morocco and we're going through the spousal visa process. So it's very expensive. And I've had to have my father, okay, I won't read that. But all the immigration bills are basically on her. She says, my point is, I have no money, no money for extra things in her life. Try to keep some of this stuff to myself. But as soon as it was available, I became an auntie's angel. Now, the auntie angels for the membership is $9.99. This girl has a whole bunch of stuff on here on her. I did not read it all. I will not read it all. But she says, as soon as it was available, I became an auntie's angel. I believe you find the money for the things you really want in this life. Just like I need to live and get my husband, I need to have this special relationship with you. All I had to do was prioritize what I needed in my life. I am one of those who are adamant you keep the memberships. I am one of the less money fortunate, and I made room for listening to the tea with you. Don't ever let people's sad stories interfere with you prospering. True friends and cousins and loved ones will be happy for you, even if they can't join. I listened to a few people on YouTube, but you were the first that made a real difference in my life, in my spirit. You do all, you do you, all up and through. Love you so much, and your heart shines out so bright. Keep doing what you're doing, making us feel good every day. Loving prayers, Amy K. Let me tell you all something. That meant so much to me because although I got some positive feedback, the majority of the emails that I received were so negative about the membership because people felt like they couldn't afford it. And so, because there was a fear on people, a fear of not being able to get the information or get the tea and all of that kind of stuff, because that is what I said, there was a serious backlash. And I'm human at the end of the day. I am a human being. Yes, I come out here, we joke, we laugh, and all of that kind of stuff. And some of you may not ever physically get to know me, but I am a human being first with feelings and emotions just like everybody else. And a lot of stuff I let right up off my back like a duck in water. But this affected me because I received emails from people I didn't expect to receive them from. Mama used to always say, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. But that is not the way that we are here at Auntie's channel, okay? And so what good it was good for the goose is good for the gander. Because see, if I can come out here and read a bitch, I guess y'all felt like y'all can go on my email and read a bitch. But her attitude, in spite of all of the things that she is going through, it was her attitude, not her money, that encouraged me. And I think that in 2020, we need to really re examine our attitudes about how we approach things in life. because everything isn't going to be perfect. And but we still gotta persevere and we still gotta love one another. At the end of the day, this is a family, and you all are my family. And I always try to have your best interest at heart. And so when I felt like I needed to do something for me in order to grow, I felt like some people didn't have my best interests at heart. But despite that, this young woman decides, you know what, Auntie, I made room to be able to do this. And so I just want to say to all those people who were hurt by the membership, please forgive me for not being sensitive to your financial situation. Forgive me for not um, maybe explaining it or introducing it in the best way. Forgive me. I never meant to hurt anybody, but you all have to realize that I want to grow this channel. And sometimes with growth, there's going to be some pain. And I'm hoping that we can stay united in 2020 as a family. And I'm hoping I ain't got to block nobody else. Like, I'm hoping I ain't got to block nobody else. But it wasn't done to hurt anybody. It wasn't really even done to eliminate. It's really just done. It was done to grow. And I want you all to grow. And I know everybody can't go with me, but I sure do pray that most of you all can. And if you can't afford it, a 199, a 499, or a 999, I absolutely understand. But what I need you to understand is that I will always try to take care of everybody. I really, really will. My intention is to be fair and to do things out in the open and to be as transparent as possible in 2020. However, there are going to be some adjustments that are going to be made based on this because it has changed me. It has changed the way that I see things. And sometimes things change is good. Sometimes it's for the best. But I really do thank all the women who let me know tonight, including Amy K, that I have in some small way helped you to live a brighter day. Thank you so much for that. I so appreciate all your kind words. I appreciate y'all growth. I really do. Thank y'all so much for being members and partners over at Auntie's Advice Channel for Women. That channel is growing daily. And I thank you all so much for the growth that's happening over there. And I thank you all for your transparency. And I thank you all so much for just being so honest with one another and so loving and so kind and tender hearted. I am so forever grateful for all of you all, despite y'all getting on my nerve the other day. Despite all of that, I really do. I have grown to love you all. I really have. I really truly have. Mary and Josie, y'all my girls. We have welcomed Queen Star into the family, and we're growing. There are going to be a lot of projects that I'm going to be leaning on some of you all for. I am looking to fill a couple of positions. I really, really am. I will be making an announcement about that pretty soon. But I just want you all to know that we stay together. We went through a little bumpy patch, but we stayed together and we still love one another. We still respect one another. And I just want you all to, to understand that I never meant to do anything that was malicious or anything to intentionally hurt anybody or to make you feel excluded from the family. But everybody in the family plays a role. And so we're gonna have some growing pains. January, 2020 is gonna be a little different, but y'all, we can manage this and we can get through this together. I just want everybody to have a very blessed and prosperous new year. Um, Thank you all so much for everything that you do and just for the beautiful family that we have created out here on YouTube. Um, up, I was looking for you. Hey, Bobby. Happy New Year, Bobby. I sent a special little shout out to you. Absolutely, you can, Miss Michelle. And so as we go, we're going to toast to the new year, y'all. And like she said, we're going to get back to a clink clink and a clink and to end off the year. I love you and thank you for being you, Auntie. Happy New Year, everybody. And so with that, we're going to say clink, 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 clink. Now that is coming back. That clink, 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 chat and nightcap is coming back. And that is why. Okay, so thank you so much, Michelle B, for saying that. Chat and nightcaps are coming back, and that is why I am doing auditions with the that is why I'm doing auditions with the women that you've seen, some of you all have seen. That is why I am doing that because we're going to be coming back with a special chat and nightcap, and we're going to be clinking and everything. So I know some people will say, I really don't want that, Auntie, you're good by yourself. I'm good by myself. But I did want to bring the chat and nightcaps back to the screen. And I don't know why. And y'all, we got a man who is willing to try to audition. So it's going to be different. So I just want you all to know that I love you. So let me end with this little song that I always like to end with, and then we're going to roll up out of here. We're almost at midnight, aren't we? Let me see if we're at midnight. 3 more minutes. Okay. I'll be praying for you. I'll be praying for you. Praying all your hopes and dreams that they will come true. If there be some rain, I know the sun will shine again, 'cause I'll be praying for you. You, you, you. I love y'all. Let's see if we can get ready. And we got 2 more minutes. Let me put some of these things up here. Yay. What you say, boo? Yay, I missed the night chat. Woohoo. Lucy's got the bottles popping and all of that kind of stuff. We're going to have a wonderful, Jackie said, keep singing. What you saying? Ushering in 2020 with an auntie vocal. Yes. Okay. Love you all so much. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Let me put y'all little things up here. Hey, Breezy. Oh, I'm loving these comments. Let's see if we can count down. I don't even have a second counter. Clink, 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 clink. I got an old glass on up here too. Clink, 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 clink. Yes, I do. This is the clank, 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 clank. I love y'all so much, y'all. I think that we are about to go. Let me see if somebody's counting down somewhere. Let's see if they counting down somewhere. Is there a countdown somewhere so we can just do this countdown together? Let me see. New Year's countdown. Let's see. Countdown. Let's see. Oh Lord. 32, 31 seconds, y'all. The ball is going up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3. Happy New Year! Yes, we made it! 2020! Happy New Year, y'all. Let's see if we can get that. Did it come in? Happy New Year, everybody! I love y'all so much. Oh my God! Happy New Year! Click, 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 click. Y'all, thank y'all so much for spending y'all New Year with me. Oh my God, this was so much fun. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Yes! Happy New Year, y'all. Oh my God, this was so much fun. Y'all popping bottles. Y'all doing it all. Oh my God. Happy 2020. We did it, y'all. I love y'all so much. And the best is yet to come. Mwah. Bye, y'all. Happy New Year.